Hi guys, my name is Gregory Mark. I would like to share a case that came to my office. We all see patient like this one. That's when the patient present with the chipping his front teeth. Sometimes we asking the questions just to direct the patient particular this particular case. Mr. Smith, for example, how do you chip this front teeth? I'm not sure that I don't remember. Sometimes people will say I broke biting the fork or something else. This was an accident. So sometimes people remember, sometimes people don't. But in this particular case, patient came to me with discomfort. What he said is every time I bite my number 9 and my number 24, a little bit sore. Okay, and it's already starting having a little bit more discomfort than in the week. So again, it's we went through dental history, through the occlusion questions, might be related to this accident. But what I want to go this not with a lot of details is to show you what actually patient can see when the mouth is a little bit open. You're taking pictures. You also can see that how the rough the edges. There's like inconsistent incisal edge. Um, Different heights of lower incisors, and again chipping on top and bottom. Of course, this case, if it's related to occlusion, needs a more complex approach. But just to go not overwhelm the patient, because nobody expects to do anything else. Just to probably take care of this front teeth, I'm going to show you what I've done for this particular patient. If we're going to look at the next slide, you can see that's how the color correspondent on the incisal edges related, and have those incisal edges completely match with each other. And you can see that have 23 and 24 incisal edges in red. You can see what creates the wedge on number 9. You can see also and a different color incisal edge, have it matching incisal edges. So sometimes you have to see what might be related to the problems. If it would be just accident, and you will see a negative space between top and bottom teeth, and these edges will never match. But as you can see here, they perfectly match. Sometimes the patient will give you history that they had the accident in the past, but with time, you can see that the edges start matching. It means the patient develops some kind of occlusal problem. So in this particular case, as I mentioned before, number 9 and number 24 became more sensitive, especially when the patient bites. You also can see on this particular slide that the edges between 8 and 9 resemble like a V shape. So you can see that the incisal edges on mesial are more worn than on the distal. And you can see also that there's more worn, the patient worn more on the a little bit on the distal edge of number 9 compared to number 8. As you can see here also, that's also it might be related to chipping on number 10. Also there is a wear on number 11. So this particular patient has tendency to grind lateral intrusive, and that's why you can see more mesial wear than on the distal wear. So if we have to restore, we also have to also keep in mind it's have to restore to make sure the patient continue this habit. He might probably break the same composite like he did with natural teeth. So again, this particular patient, I didn't do much. Offer him just to help him to diagnose the problem and just to fix wherever it's related to his problem at this moment. And I also mentioned it, if I'm going to restore those teeth with a composite, They are called them as training bondings. So people will aware that if anything happens to this bonding, they will break. They are aware that it's not just the dentist's fault, it's just his occlusal problem, and we have to address it. So without mentioning this and trying to fix the problem without addressing the primary issue, sometimes we end up with the problem, and it's not a good one. So also on the next slide, as you can see, there's incisal edges on 89 a bit worn. So I'll make this a little bit bigger so you can see. You can see that edges on the palatal side are more shorter than on the buccal side. It's usually related to the problem people have occlusal problem. It's like a friction, or sometimes it's constricted chewing pattern when the chewing pattern of envelope of function is normal, but the teeth in the way. It's more anatomical problem. Or sometimes people might develop, I would say, some medical issue which might probably cause the dental issue. I would say it's like sleep apnea. It's more right now. It's more popular to discuss right now. So people sometimes have tendency to move the lower jaw more forward and affecting the front teeth. So this particular case, as you can see, it's more pathway issue. So what I done in this particular case, what I mentioned to him, I'm going to restore this 89, address this issue, and I'm going to do much with the difference. I want just to believe what I'm trying to do for you. And if anything happens, or you want to continue, for example, if you have relief of this discomfort, we probably can discuss more in general in the future appointments. So I try not to push the patients to do full rehabilitation kind of cases. Sometimes small adjustment like this one, what we done for this patient, might help him for a while, and then if anything happens in the future, the patient will always remember what can be done. So what I done for this particular patient, as you can see on this slide, I adjusted his incisal edges, gave them freedom so he can move less retrusive on both sides. But also I done it, I use microhybrid material on the palatal and incisal edges because it's stronger material, and from Cosmodent, and applied that material on the palatal or incisal edges. And you can just mask this microhybrid microfill material, also my use probably from Cosmodent material, Cosmodent company. As you can see, that the edges are more straight. If I'm going to give you another slide, as you can see, number 24 are much straighter. So we did a little bit cosmetic contouring. The patients, when the bite here was not numb for this particular procedure, but he felt the relief right away. So he felt, wow, I feel comfortable right now. I don't have any more pressure on my front teeth. I don't have any discomfort. Again, I'll let the patient go, and we'll follow up probably in a couple of weeks to see what's going on, and probably discuss maybe future treatment for him if he decides to do so. But this is a particular case. I just trying to tell you that's a small cosmetic contouring and small just adjustment on the front teeth, just address a little bit issue. Okay, will help a lot of patients we might probably see in your particular in your office, and sometimes it might probably avoid the problems like a chipping composite in the future or some other issues. Hopefully this presentation help you in some way. If you have any questions, please email me on markgregorydds@yahoo.com. Thank you.